Have you noticed that the average age of homes are getting older? There's definitely some upsides and downsides to older homes. I mean, let's face it, the upside here is that you're going to get a home that has some character, some history, and some charm to it, and it might be in a location of the city that you really enjoy. The downside, though, is even though that you can only get these homes at a little bit less than comparable new homes, is the energy efficiency of those homes. Fortunately, there's 6 things that you can do to upgrade your home's energy efficiency that help reconcile those upfront savings with your long-term energy costs. My name is Andrew Finney, your real estate geek. If you need help finding a top agent where you live, or if you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, my contact info is below. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel now and like this video. Tap the bell icon to get notified of the next episode. Thank you. Okay team, let's take a closer look at this. There's 6 things that you can do that are extremely important whether you have a newer home or an older home to help maximize your home's efficiency and maximize your bottom line in keeping green in the bank as you make your home green. The first thing that you can do is seal your air ducts. Now there's a couple of different type of air ducts that are very common in most homes, and it's important to make notice of them because how to seal them is a little bit different for each. The first one is the metal air duct, and the second one is normally like a tubing where you just have a tube that has a coil that goes through it and you have insulation around it. For the first type with the metal, it's very simple to fix. For a few dollars you can simply get some metal tape and go up into the attic space or go into the basement wherever the air duct is located and make sure that any holes that are being cut out in it are properly sealed. You can also get a gooey substance called caulk, right, that you can actually seal in any areas that might have screw holes or anything like that to make sure that it's appropriately sealed and is going to continue transferring the air efficiently through your home. By doing that, it's going to save you a lot of money on your heating and cooling bills. By not doing that, then you're essentially bleeding money every time heat or cooled air is bleeding out of your ductwork. With the second type of insulation, you want to make sure that it's attached appropriately to what's called a boot. The boot is whenever you look into your ceiling or you look into your floor and you see that air vent coming up or coming down, depending on what kind of home you have, whether it's in the ground or it's on the ceiling, right? Depending on what that is, that's called a boot. So with the insulation that is like a tube, essentially a coil wrapped with insulation, wrapped with plastic in a lot of cases, you want to make sure that it's appropriately sealed. Now, this one is very simple to fix too. Just a little bit of duct tape here and go ahead and seal it off close to the boot and make sure there's no leaks. If you notice any holes or punctures through the ductwork itself, you want to go ahead and seal that with duct tape as well. Now, if there's a lot of it, then you might want to consider just replacing the ductwork altogether. The idea here is to make sure that we're sealing off any spots that could be bleeding the hot air or the cold air. Doing so is going to save you a lot of money at the end of the year, which brings us around to the second point, installing a new furnace. You might want to consider this, especially if you have an old furnace. You might want to consider replacing it to an Energy Star rated furnace. Doing so will save you about 15% more annually on your energy bills, and I'll go ahead and make a link available for you in the show more description below to the energystar.gov's website so you can go ahead and check on that and see which type of furnace is going to be best for you moving forward, which would directly correlate with the third point is sealing your windows and doors. Sealing your windows and doors is going to help trap in the heat or the cold air depending on the season, of course, right? So doing so is going to dramatically impact you and how energy efficient your home is, and it's also going to dramatically impact your energy bill. If you want to save some more money, then you want to take a specific look and walk around the house. Now, this is really simple to do. If you go around a house and you're going to a window and you feel around the window and you can feel cool air or hot air getting in depending on the season, that's probably an indication that it's time for some new weather stripping. Weather stripping and caulk can go a long ways as far as your energy efficiency of sealing your windows and doors. Obviously, if you can see daylight through the bottom of your door, that's not good. It's time for new weather stripping. It's very inexpensive to do, but the reality of the savings are massively huge for you whenever you get this work done. As a pro tip here, consider hiring an energy auditor if you're unable to pinpoint the source of the leaks, but you still think that you have some. An energy auditor will be able to go in and help you pinpoint those leaks and also the suggested corrections to take to make sure that you're maximizing your energy efficiency in your home. Something to think about, something to consider as you continue to make your home more efficient. The fourth point is to inspect your attic insulation and improve upon it. Now, having the right amount of insulation in your home is crucially important to ensure that all the 3 systems that we've already talked about are going to be working in tandem together. You notice there's kind of a trend today in today's episode about energy efficiency. Everything that we're reviewing correlates with one another and builds upon each other to make sure that your home is more energy efficient and it doesn't cost a lot in many cases to do. So having the right amount of insulation is really going to help. So I'm going to make another link available underneath this point in the show more description to the energy.gov site for a guide to home insulation to help you out and determine how much insulation that you really need in your home. It can make a significant difference in your heating and cooling bills. Just for reference, if your home is in a more temperate area, using as little as 6 to 10 inches of insulation in your attic is recommended. This is referred to as an R19 for the 6 inches or an R30 for the 10 inches of insulation factor. If you live anywhere that experiences a harsh winter and cold temperatures, then using 13 inches or essentially an R42 insulation factor is highly recommended. Something to know about, something to think about. Again, the link is in the show more description below to the guide to home insulation so that you can see what you can do to improve your home today. The 5th point is install foam covers and outside wall sockets. Now, those little wall sockets that we got outside can be absolutely wonderful as a point of convenience when we're plugging in our cell phone, we're plugging in a radio, we're plugging in whatever we got outside. Maybe you're doing the yard, you have an electric weed whacker, electric mower, you get the point, right? Now, it's important to understand that's another hole in your wall, so we want to make sure that we have it sealed off correctly. You can actually get a gasket for about a dime. Yes, that's right, about 10 cents, and you can install foam covers inside your home's exterior electrical sockets and light switches. Those little gaskets, which go behind the plates, help seal off a small open areas that might allow cold air to seep into your home or hot air in the summer, right? So while insulating wall sockets doesn't offer you massive savings on your heating bill, it's neither expensive to do, nor is it difficult to do, and every little bit counts when you're looking to make your home more energy efficient. The 6th point is install a programmable thermostat. Now, a lot of homes have these days, but if you don't have one, you definitely want to make sure that you upgrade to a programmable thermostat. There's some really good options, like they have Nest, and there's a lot of other programs, and maybe your local utility company actually has a type of programmable thermostat that you can use, and they'll upgrade for free to help increase the energy efficiency in your area. I know here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the program is called Empower. Some people like it, some people don't like it. Ultimately, the choice is yours, so long as you have a programmable thermostat. The benefit here is that you can increase the temperature slightly when you're not living in the home at that time and you're not enjoying the temperature in the home, and then you can knock it down to a comfortable temperature in the summer so that it's reasonable before you get home and you get into your home. Okay, now during the winter months, you can let it get a little bit colder during the day and a little bit hotter during the night whenever you want to be home and tucking in and getting nice and comfortable, right? So there's things to think about and things to consider with this. Now, to help you out, I'm going to take it one step further and make another link available to you to EnergyStar.gov with the heat and cool practices for HVAC to help give you suggestions for your winter setback and your summer setup to see what's going to benefit you where you live right now. So at the end of the day, all homes could use a little bit more energy efficiency, whether it's a new home that just got built or if it's an older home, 100, 200 years old or what have you. All homes will get old at some point in time. By doing our home maintenance and by ensuring that we're making our home as energy efficient as possible is going to save you a lot of money on your energy bill, and you'll have the peace of mind of knowing that you're taking every step that you can as a homeowner to help your home be green and help support our climate and environment so it can continue to help and support us. So here's what I want you to do is tell me what you're thinking about this episode in the comment section below, along with any energy efficiency upgrades that you would like to suggest in the comment section below. Help our team continue to learn and grow together. Thank you. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop up my contact information. If you simply want to drop me a line to say hello, or if you need help finding a top agent where you live, please let me know. Always love to hear from you, and I'm always here to help you. If you haven't already done so, I'm going to ask you to do 3 things. Number 1, please subscribe to this channel. Number 2, please like this video. Number 3, please share this video around with someone you know is going to be able to help, because someone just like you, and I'm sure you could think of just one, is also wondering, how can I make my home more energy efficient? Please share this video with them. Thank you. In between now and next time, I'm wishing you and yours a lifetime full of love, wealth, abundance, and happiness. Thank you for watching today, team, and enjoy an amazing day.